Hey guys, Matt here with Understanding Mindsets, and welcome to another video. In this particular video, part two of Mindset Basics, we're going to discuss a couple of the most common mindsets made famous by Carol Dweck in her book, The Mindset. And we're going to talk about a little bit what we like to call sub-mindsets, to where it'll give you a better understanding of the different mindsets and how it kind of relates to maybe what's going on in your life. So, for example, maybe you're successful in your relationship but not your career, or maybe you're successful in your career but not your relationship or your health. All right, so on the board, I have two of the most common mindsets, growth and fixed mindsets. So if you have a growth mindset, you may notice that you have a desire to grow. You are always looking to improve, and you generally have a can-do-it attitude, that comes with work. While if you might have a fixed mindset, you don't have really a desire to improve or grow, and you have more of a I can't attitude. And you generally have a belief that your skills are where they're going to always be, even if you work hard and try to get better. So why would you even try, right? So we have a few sub mindsets as well. As an example, that we have gratitude mindset. Now, I'm just covering a few of them. These are not confined to just these. There's still a few other ones, which we will be covering in future videos. But for this particular video, we're going to cover the gratitude mindset, business mindset, confident mindset, and the fear mindset, follower mindset, and the greed mindset. Let's start with the gratitude mindset. Now, the gratitude mindset is pretty much self-explanatory. You just walk around with the gratitude of everything that kind of transpires in your life, or an experience that you may have. You're just grateful for the experience, for the people in general. So you just use the attitude of, what's happening, I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to be grateful about the attitude, but I'm going to also continue to work towards whatever goal you might have. And throughout the process, you're just going to be grateful for the process and all the experiences that come along with it. Now on to the business mindset. Real quick before we get into the business mindset, you may actually have multiple different types of mindsets. And like I may have mentioned in the previous video in part one, and if you haven't seen part one, I definitely recommend going back, watching part one of this mindset basics, first, and then continue with part two, because it'll kind of explain a little bit more about mindsets, what a mindset actually is, and some of the benefits of a mindset and all that good stuff. But you definitely could actually have a multitude of these mindsets. Some may be growth mindsets, some may be fixed mindsets. It's just depending on the area of life that you have this particular mindset and how you actually experience the whatever situation you may be in. So if you have a business mindset, you generally are entrepreneur minded, so to speak. You may already have your own business. You may be looking forward to starting your own business in the future. But you generally want to have something that would serve others. Maybe it's a product or service or something. But anyway, you'll just have this entrepreneurial mindset. And generally, that's how some people with this mindset change the world in their own, in their own life and experience. A way that they help others is through their business, right? So you definitely, in this mindset, you will have you will notice maybe you have a quality that you need to help others, or maybe you're able to solve difficult problems, or maybe you can just achieve, say, like financial freedom, independence, stuff like that. You'll notice that it may come easier to you if you have this type of mindset, and the way that you focus throughout life could be based off of, this particular mindset within business. So if you happen to be successful in your business, maybe your career, you might have a good business mindset that you actually use to your advantage. So just keep that in mind. If maybe you find that business comes easy to you, you may just have a mindset that has been programmed for that particular business. All right, so on to the confident mindset. Now, confident mindset is generally being confident in almost everything that you do naturally. Now, I don't mean confident that you necessarily have to work on a lot, but more so of having it naturally come to you, and you are, confident in maybe your career, your relationship, or whatever approach you have to life. It's always with confidence. Confidence generally will be you can do certain things. You have no doubt about it. In other words, and you just live, or should I say, you just experience the world through confidence. Having this confident mindset will help you take action, while some who don't have this confident mindset will procrastinate. Maybe they won't even start something or just keep putting it off. And someone who has a confident mindset knows that when they think about something that they want to do, they will go for it because they have the confidence that they can achieve it. And most people with a confident mindset will tend to be happier the way you are. You will approach relationships with confidence. You'll just approach whatever goals or anything that you want to achieve in life with confidence, knowing that you can do it. You're also able to communicate in a social environment much easier than, say, somebody who doesn't have confidence to approach a social situation. And people who generally approach social situations with confidence also have a tendency of being better in a corporate business, and stuff like that. So it definitely helps with your career. Now we're going to go over to the fixed mindset, sub-mindsets, and kind of go over the fear, follower, and the greed mindset, in case maybe this is an area that you may struggle in, or maybe that you want to improve. It'll just help you bring awareness to these particular areas so you can try to improve or whatever your goal may be. So we're going to go ahead and start with the fear mindset. And within the fear mindset, you're driven by fear. Every action that you take is driven by fear. If you want to go get a new job, you're driven by the fear that you may not be good enough to do this particular job. Or maybe if it is in a relationship, you don't feel like you're good enough for that particular relationship. And that's generally the first process whenever you have to make a decision that is fear. And obviously, that can hold you back. That can definitely stop you from achieving your goals. And it can also give you unnecessary anxiety or stress in your life, just because it's a major way of thinking that can keep you stuck. And if you are somebody who maybe you want to start a business, or maybe you want to get into a relationship or whatever, if you have a fear mindset, you're never going to take that necessary step in order to start the business, or maybe go and find you the right relationship that you deserve. And it's definitely not a good mindset. Now, we all have fear in us. That's just a natural protective that us as humans, we all have. And some of you may have heard the fight or flight, and that's generally where that particular fear comes into play. It's, designed to protect you. It's just when you are controlled by your fear, and that's what you're driven by, that's whenever it becomes a problem. So if this is you, just become aware of that, and then start taking the next steps in order to start to overcome that fear. And some of the easiest ways to do that is just, moving forward with whatever it is you have the fear in, and go ahead and start proving to yourself that what you're afraid of is not accurate. You want to challenge the thought, or, the thinking patterns that are putting you into that particular fear mindset. Now, if you have, like some kind of anxiety disorder or depression or medical condition, definitely go get, help with that. And, let a professional, help you with that particular part of having that fear. But if it's just maybe something that you were programmed with, maybe from childhood, or maybe just something that maybe you just happened to have a bad experience, then that may be driving that fear. All right, just be aware of that particular mindset. All right, so now we're on to the follower mindset. In this particular mindset, it's just a way of thinking, that easily allows others to pretty much decide, what's in your, future, maybe control your goals, maybe control, your actions and certain different things like that. And it's just I guess the feeling of this particular mindset is that you just don't have complete control over your own life. You might even believe that you do have control of your own life, but you really don't, in this particular process. We all hear about who you follow, who you have around you, the big impact. Well, if you happen to have a follower mindset, but yet you don't have high quality people around you, then guess what? And you're going to follow down maybe the same path they're going, maybe the path that they've already gone to. And with this particular mindset, as a follower, you're not going to really ever shoot for, your goals and dreams, because you're always trying to follow someone else's. And the biggest factor on this one is that you have to be able to understand that you're a follower, because a lot of people in this particular mindset, they really just don't know that they follow, and instead of lead. And so this can hold you back from pretty much anything. Some people don't even ever have their own career because they're always getting other people's, opinions, and that's what they go by. Hopefully this will bring awareness to you that you can actually make the change and start maybe having your own goals and following your own steps, allowing yourself to achieve your own dreams instead of someone else's. And that leads us to our very last mindset that we're going to cover here in this particular video. This is probably already kind of a long video as it stands. But the last mindset is the greed mindset. But before we get into that one, if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe and turn your notifications on so you don't miss upcoming videos on mindsets, because we're going to break down each one of these particular mindsets in the future videos, to where it can give you more in-depth of each one of these and how it may relate to you in your career, relationships, and maybe your health or your fitness goals or whatever. So don't forget to subscribe. Now on to the greed mindset. Now having a greed mindset is not just as simple as always wanting more, because we're all guilty of always wanting more, always want more success, money, more friends, more, better relationship. That's just how that works. But generally in the process of all this, you have this feeling or this mindset that you never have enough, right? And it actually may motivate you towards becoming successful, but to the point to where you leave everything else in your area behind. Your greed is in the with your finances. Maybe you don't never have enough money, or maybe it's with your relationship, so you keep switching partners, trying to find supposedly a better partner and a better career, and you just never can have any solid stability because of the greed that drives you. You just may never feel satisfied with this particular mindset. No matter what you accomplish, no matter what it is, you just won't ever be satisfied and happy. And generally when you have this mindset, people who have this particular way of thinking, you're not really focused on helping others either, which most of all our internal need for, as a human, is to help others in some way, shape, or form. It may not be in a particular area, but that's just generally the process, is that you're not really focused on helping others. You're focusing on just maybe you're trying to get your bank account larger. Maybe you're just trying to get that special, whatever it may be, But it's just whenever you allow this greed to control your happiness. And, one of the famous movies, obviously, with, Scrooge, we all see that, right? Is that, he keeps getting more money and more money and more money, but he's never happy. He's always angry. He's always just, never really satisfied or comfortable within his life because of, the greed that he possesses. So All right, guys. So hopefully all these mindset types didn't bore you too much. You know, you were able to get some good details from it. If you have any questions, you can get comments down below, or you can even email me, Matt at understandingmindsets.com. But just give me a little bit to get back to you because I get quite a few emails every day. Once again, hope this helped. And until the next video, just remember all change is a mindset change.